Hi, this is the beginning of my reading vlog, and that is a Sunday. And I thought I'd take you on my journey as I'm reading a book for a change, something a little bit different. And this one is, when I find the cover, just bear with me, Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. And so I'm going to take you with me on the journey. I've only read the first couple of chapters so far. And the thing that strikes me is the language, and beautifully descriptive language. And let me just read you this first couple of lines of the prologue, just to let you know what I'm talking about. Marsh is a space of light where grass grows into water and water flows into the sky. Slow-moving creeks wander, carrying the orb of the sun with them to the sea. Isn't that beautiful? And the prologue continues, and you've got this beautiful descriptive language of the marsh and the swamp. And the first chapter, we meet Kaya and her family. And that's as far as I've got so far. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of it, because if the language of the prologue continues like that, I am in for a treat. So that is Sunday. That's the first two chapters. I'll come back another day and let you know how I'm getting on. Bye. Hi, it's Tuesday. I just thought I'd pop in and catch you up on Where the Crawdads Sing. This is this vlog that I'm doing. I've got to try this, drop in and out, so you can see how I'm getting on with the reading. I've had 2 days at work, so I've not got very far. According to my Kindle, I think I'm about 10% in. But where we are at the moment, the book starts where a body is discovered in the swamp, and we're in 1969. And looking at the beginning of the book, it looks as though you keep flitting between 1969 and 1952. And the story focuses on Kaya, who is in the marshes, who's a marsh liver. Her family live in the marshes. A marsh liver, I don't know whether that's the right way you might call it. The thing that strikes me at the moment is the writing. Absolutely beautifully poetic writing. It starts off with, let me find this phrase. I mean, how about this? The ocean sings bass, the gulls sang soprano. The idea of the sounds of the sea is just brilliant. And then there's another part where she's on this boat going through the sort of little creeks in the boat, in the water, around the swamp. And she goes through the floating mat of duckweed coloured the water as green as the leafy ceiling, creating an emerald tunnel. You can just imagine that, can't you? Then when she gets to the estuary, this is the description I like. Water stretching so far it captured the whole sky and all the clouds within it. The feeling of just a space. So Kaya's a girl. She lives alone on the swamp because her family are not around anymore. And there's a body discovered. And that's as far as I've got. But I am loving the writing. Absolutely loving it. So I'll come back when I'm a little bit further than 10%. See you. Happy reading. So I'm now up to about 28% on When the Crawdads Sing. And I'm finding out more about Kaya. And what I'm finding is, I think I mentioned before that it goes from 1969, where the murders happened, and it keeps going back to Kaya's childhood. The descriptive language is more when we've got Kaya's chapters than in the modern day, when you've got the sheriff investigating the murder. You've got now, as I'm getting on, you've got Kaya's relationship with her father, a very odd relationship, not in the way that it's abusive or anything like that. It's she's left alone with him. She's a small child. She's left alone. He goes off and does his drinking, and she's left alone for long periods of the time. But you've got a relationship growing, and you find her as we're going on. She doesn't have anybody. She meets odd people around the time. On odd times, but more or less she's left to fend for herself. And she describes some way that the marsh is her family. So it's interesting watching her grow it's interesting watching the way she comes to know the marsh. And I'm dying to know how it all fits in with this murder. So I'm going to go back to my Kindle, and I'll catch you again when I've read a little bit more. So see you later.